Head on up. Banner ads. Banner ads. Banner ads. Hi, everybody. Mel Taylor. And today, we're going to work on your banner ads. How's that sound? Because we love banner ads. But we're not a big fan of the banner ads that are not helpful in making money. Oh, yeah. We see plenty of banner ads that break every possible rule of common sense, good common sense. So in this next 5 or 10 minutes or so, we're going to focus on banner design. We're not going to make fun or beat up on banners, but we're going to upgrade them. So we're going to take good banners and make them better. You all set? Good. I'm Mel Taylor from GetSmartDigital.com. Make sure you go to our site, GetSmartDigital.com, get on our email list, and you'll be always notified of our smoking cool tunes that we sing over. And then we will help you get really good with WordPress or online design, online revenue generation. Very simply, when you're designing a banner ad, when you're creating a banner campaign or a print campaign for that matter for your client, there are three basic objectives that you need to follow. These are like the 3 commandments, okay? Number 1, when you design the banner, the campaign, the creative, the first thing you want to do is make sure the brand of the client, of the service, is loud and clear. Because if a person doesn't, well, if they're not in the mode to buy the product or research the product or click through, at the very least, you'll get a branding impression when they glance ever so quickly at your campaign, at your banner ad. So the branding, the logo, the design, the layout has to be clean because you can always get some benefit in branding from that person who just spends a second or two briefly looking at your banner campaign. Number 2, the other objective is message awareness. What are you trying to accomplish? Are you trying to let people know that you have a new business open, a new service, a new set of hours, a new location, a new flavor, a new menu item? You're now open every Saturday? What's the message? Is it clear? The font size. Is there too much clutter? Are you trying to squeeze too much in? That's the second thing you're trying to accomplish in designing a banner ad. Message awareness. Is it coming through? Of course, you can have a banner ad that's just focused on branding, for sure. But think about that. Branding, message awareness, and then performance. What are you trying to accomplish? What is the motivation that you want that person to do? What do you want that person seeing the banner ad to do? Do you want them to remember something, click through to the website, fill out a form, give up an email address? Do you want them to pick up the phone and call with the number that's on there? What is your performance metric? What is the motivation? What's the click-through motivation if you want somebody to visit the site? Okay? 3 objectives: branding, message awareness, and performance. Now let's take a banner ad. Let's do some upgrades. So these are good banner ads, but we're going to make them better, okay? The banner ad upgrade. Here we go. So this is Weichert Realty, and they're a client of ours, and they're quite successful. And this is the general banner ad, and sometimes this is how the print campaign looks as well, without the click here, of course. And this campaign has worked well, right? But I think I said, I think we can upgrade it, okay? But before we show you the upgrade, let's take a little look here. Let's turn our laser pointer on here. There we go. Cool. So, we like the fact that it's simple. Sometimes simple is good, right? Notice the high contrast, yellow background, black text. Now it's really simple, but sometimes simple does the job, right? Just ask Google. Sales, rental, new construction. Click here. Now, the one thing that we certainly noticed right away is since this is a banner ad, we thought, well, why do they have a zip code here, right? And why do they have the full address? Just 3312 Brigantine Boulevard, Brigantine would do the job. These ads, these banners, are running inside Brigantine Media. So you have to think about how much detail do you need to give to this banner ad. Does the NJ of New Jersey, is that necessary? Is the 08203 necessary? Of course not. We want to clear up and free up some space, all right? And do we really need those dashes? Well, sometimes you do, but you try to avoid anything that's going to disturb the easy legibility and the easy read of that campaign. These double lines, these two borders, that causes some additional visual confusion, or it starts to squeeze in the actual text. Notice how these, the numerals, the threes and the threes on both ends, how they're very close and tight to the borders. Keep in mind when you're looking at this banner ad on a variety of devices, whether it's an iPhone or an Android device or a laptop, it's going to look a little bit different. So you want to give yourself some breathing room or some dead space. Now, we redesigned it. It's a good ad, okay? It's a good ad. But what do you say we try to upgrade it? Can we make it a tad better? Here's our version of the Weichert Brigantine Realty banner ad. And let's take a look at what we did. We removed the two outer borders, the black borders. We wanted to reduce the amount of visual clutter, give it more breathing room. Notice the look and the flavor is the same thing, but we believe it's easier to read. The items that are necessary, that are really important, stand out more. We thought that because the word Brigantine Realty had the actual town in it, Brigantine, there was no need to have the address in the banner ad. We didn't need Brigantine Boulevard, and we didn't need Brigantine, New Jersey. Notice the redundancy. On the left-hand side here, the before banner ad, the name Brigantine, the word Brigantine shows up 3 times. Brigantine Realty is the only place that Brigantine, the name, really needs to show up. Notice how we're freeing up some space here. Same look and feel. Reduce the amount of unnecessary words, but it still has the same branding, but it's going to be more understandable with a quick peek. We also made the phone number larger. Down here, it gets a little bit squeezed in here. We know that phone number is really important, so we made it dramatically larger. And the click-through motivation was call or click. So, branding, did we get the job done for that? Yep. Nice and easy. It just stands out. Weichert Brigantine Realty. What's the message? What's the message awareness? Well, Weichert's in the realty business. They're in Brigantine. These are the messages. They're in sales and rentals and new construction. What's the motivation? What do we want the reader or the viewer to do when they see this? Call or click. Make it nice and easy to see those numbers. Let's do one more banner ad here, a little banner ad upgrade. This is Werner Custom Builders. Successful campaign, successful home builder company. And of course, they have their address, the zip code. But we're going to give it a bit of an upgrade, okay? And here's our version of Werner Custom Builders. Let's take a look at what we did. Instead of the very simple triangle that gives you the impression that they are placing the Werner Custom Builders name under a roof of a home, concept good, but let's take it to the next level. Let's get a graphic. So we go out and purchase a graphic, a little roof, and that becomes the top of the all-new and refreshed Werner Custom Builders logo. And if you noticed, these are all uppercase. There's sometimes you want to use uppercase, sometimes you don't. In this case, these are all uppercase, but we took the W and we made it a larger font size. So it made it look like it was capitalized. But in reality, they're all the same characters. They're all uppercase, but we made the W larger. So it was more legible. And home design, planning, and construction, we believe that the word home was unnecessary, but the word design was fine. Planning was fine. Construction was fine. So we just removed the word home. We thought that was redundant and just kept design, planning, and construction. And to make it stand out even more, we got rid of these vertical lines. We can see why they used it, but notice how it's stretched across. It's a full bleed already. It's almost touching the outer rim, the black border. That black border sometimes is a good thing, but we believe that the color, the blue, the gradient blue in the background here would have done a good job of creating a default border. And then we just use a gray background here to make it pop, make it stand out and separate it, and just give it some space in between each word instead of having to put these vertical lines in between the three services they provide. Quality home at affordable prices. Quality homes at affordable prices for over 25 years. A little wordy, but a good statement. So we go, we have to reduce the amount of words. In most cases, most people have the right idea, but we want to reduce the amount of words or use more powerful words. And so we took that and we created a little badge. And as you can see, we got the 25 years showing the length and the integrity and how long they've been in the marketplace, over 24 years. Over 25 years. The word quality, they wanted that in there, and value. We put the word value in there, and that replaced the phrase at affordable prices. Werner does high-end places, but they're affordable, right? It's a quality home. They're not cheap, but the word affordable almost comes off as being too inexpensive. So we decided to swap out the word affordable prices and put value. You could still buy a $1 million Werner Custom Builder home. We were more comfortable with that. And then, of course, the location of where Werner is Brigantine, New Jersey. We put that into a nice little badge and make it pop with a little thumbs up icon right here. And we took the phone number and made it much larger. And then call or click. Got rid of the address. Got rid of the state and the zip code. Not necessary. Once again, if this was in a much larger website or newspaper that covered a bigger region, but these ads are running locally in Brigantine. So we designed them knowing that the people that are looking at these ads are probably going to be in Brigantine, or they know they're looking at a Brigantine website. So there's no need to constantly remind them that this is a business in Brigantine. At the very least, just one time will get the job done. So before and after, a little banner ad upgrade. And there you have it. And do we have some closing music? Do we, please? And there you go. Aren't you so happy that you learned something about banner ad upgrades? Yes, you are. You're smarter now. You're richer now. Don't you want to be my best friend? Come to my house and hang out and talk about internet